Good evening to everybody. This is Tasha Brian Johnson come for you live. Really want to come in right quick and do a quick video, no more than 10 minutes. But really want to talk about what basically the big topic for me today is the power of submission. And what I mean by that is you submitting to God. Like you giving everything you can't you giving that addiction, that problem, whatever is going on in your life that seems to not getting out of your way and it's not going anywhere. Maybe you just haven't fully submitted yourself and that problem to God. Because I can tell you, in my 10-year scroll, I used to be like, God, I'm going to give it to you, and then I take it back. God, I'm going to give it to you, then I'm going to take it back. God, I'm going to give it to you, then I'm going to take it back. You can't do that. I know from 10 years of experience, and not just in any addiction. That's in anything that that's not right in the sight of God. You cannot live a full life. You cannot expect God for Him to bless you and for Him to completely deliver you from your addiction or deliver you from whatever you're dealing with, unless you come and you fully submit to God. That's like you basically like telling every time you don't release to God, every time you just say like, God, I give it to you, and it's kind of like it's like you at the altar and you say you want to get delivered. You said you want this to be gone. And you call for submission. But if you come from the altar, or if you tell God, I submit to you, and you just happen to pick it up, a piece of it, and put in your back pocket, you not doing anything but allowing the addiction. Hold up. My arm is getting tired. You are not allowing yourself to be healed fully. You're not allowing yourself for God to really heal you and for Him to help Him to heal you. Because submission, to submit to God, it's nothing bad. It's nothing bad. Because only thing you're telling God is, I trust you. I trust you to deliver me. I submit to you. I bow down before you and I give you everything that I'm dealing with, so that you can take it away from me, so I can really focus on doing what God wants you, what you want me to do. But if you are constantly taking that sin, that addiction, and you are constantly telling God that, God, here, take it. I submit to it. I submit to you. Well, not submit to the sin, but I submit to you for you to take away that sin. And you reach back, and as God is taking it away, you reach back and you're not sure. That's like saying you're grabbing it, like you put it in the back of your mind, like for a rainy day, and that ain't cool. And that ain't cool. Because then it's a whole waste of time. It's a whole waste of time because you're going to keep going through that process. And I'm going to be transparent with you for a moment. That's what I did in my 10-year struggle. That's exactly what I did. I kept taking it and I kept giving it to God and taking it back. Giving it to God and taking it back. Giving it to God and taking it back. And in the midst of that, yes, I've had my moments where I was trying to be delivered from my addiction. I was trying, but it wasn't good enough, because if I really want to be fully delivered from this, then it was going to take a full act of submission. Nothing more, nothing less. Nothing more of submission to God. Because He has the power to give you your freedom. If you keep on not submitting to God, then you will not move forward. You will be stuck in a rut. You will be stuck in the same place, because you're going to walk, and next thing you know, you're going to feel it again, and it's going to feel good. And if you hadn't truly submitted to God, then guess what? It's going to come right back at you. You're going to give into it. And it starts the same malicious cycle. It starts the same malicious cycle for you. So it's on you. The power of submission is a very powerful thing for God, because you're literally telling God that, God, I need you. God, I sincerely want you to take this away from me. I submit to you. And when you do that, and when you completely, sincerely submit to God, then leave it there. Let God take it. And you walk in freedom. You walk in the new freedom that you gained. Don't get it back. Don't try to reach out and grab it. When you feel that burden lift off your shoulders, don't reach it. And when you feel like you want to, get back into that, you remember how you felt. You remember how you felt when you got delivered. But also you remember the pain that this addiction put you through. And that will cause you enough. It'll be like a thorn in your flesh. Like it'll be like a painful memory for you. Like, no, I don't want to go back there. I done spent this many years not truly submitting to God. You don't want to go through that hurt. You want to be, you don't want to be just trying and struggling. You want to be thriving. You want to be moving. You want to be going. Because you will be free, and you will be freed indeed. And that feeling of submission, yeah. Hold on. You don't want to go back through that same stint in your life, because you know exactly what it feels like to be in this state where you're a junkie, and that's all you want. That's all you care about is that sin or that addiction or that alcoholism, whatever it is. The power of submission is very key in the Christian life. You don't submit to God, you will never get anywhere. And if you try to half step it, then you ain't gonna never be truly delivered from whatever it is you need. Whatever it is, submit to God, give it to Him, and do not, under no circumstances, take it back. It's not worth your life to be going over something over and over and over again, because I know I've been through it, and I'm glad I'm out of it.